Last time on the Incorrigible Party. The party continues to research the Mineralis flower and giant folk. After leaving happy to contemplate Zalmo's offer and offering their own encouragement, the constable decides to leave Storm Cape, boarding the launching lady for Arrow Port. The following morning, after dropping off Happy and watching the boat leave the port, so April 29th, we're approaching the end of this month, Rumpke again this night is just racked with, your pains and sweating and shivering, and of course insomnia, which you're still experiencing. So you have now gone into a second day of being unable to get a long rest, which does mean you have to make a Constitution saving throw to avoid a level of exhaustion. Now, because it is your second day, the DC has gone from 10 to 15, as it increases plus 5 for every day you go on without a long rest. So you have a DC 15 Constitution saving throw to avoid a level of exhaustion, please.
Opal offers a tincture that gives advantage.
I'll take it, but it didn't work. Because I rolled, -2, I got a 9.
Okay. You have incurred a level of exhaustion, which I believe brings you to 3. You've done pretty good at getting rid of some of these levels, but unfortunately, 3 steps forward, 1 step back, it seems. So to remind you, Rumpke, and you're into the kind of the second day here of these withdrawal symptoms. It probably won't be until tomorrow in which you'll enter the next step, kind of that day 3 to 4 range, of which you have to do another saving throw to avoid some more negative associations with increasingly negative symptoms as your withdrawal continues. So what is the party's plan? I know there's lots of things that you could potentially do, whether that is planning an attack or a raid on the depository. I know you all mentioned wanting to speak to Manny, potentially about the lunar lanterns. There's experimentation waiting to be tackled here by Opal. Perhaps more research. I know some of you may have other responsibilities, like Hellcruck working at Lehan's. I don't know if you're just not going to show up again. You have taken an extended leave of absence here. What's happening? We can, it's, again, something new for this campaign. We can have these periods of extended downtime where you can accomplish some of these things, over extended periods of time. So what is happening then?
Well, I think we've got some information, but I don't think we have enough information to head into the depository just yet. So maybe a little bit more research and talking to Manny might enlighten us a little bit and give us some opportunity to go in there a little smarter than just barreling into the depository.
Yeah, as far as the Mineralis flower research, I don't think I know enough to head right into experimenting. So I'd be willing to spend another week and get some information that actually, I don't know. Any information's good information, it just doesn't seem like it would be helpful right now. It's not helpful enough.
Well, mechanically, it contributes to your experimentation roll at the end of your work week.
It does.
So you're already experiencing this bonus. Now, we already kind of briefly went over the ranges in which you'll be rolling for on your experimentation roll at the end of a work week. But additionally to that, like researching, you can spend gold to get aids. Think of it like a skilled labor. Like you need somebody that's proficient with alchemist supplies, which is why unfortunately none of the party can actually help you, Opal, in the experimentation stuff. Now you can obviously go to the Arcanist Academy and find people who are and hireable to help you. Again, that's going to come with the risk.
Yeah, I want to keep the circle small here.
Of course, but just to go over your options, you can spend 30 gold pieces to get aid for a day, which again will contribute to your work week time. So basically they can put in 8 hours for you in this experimentation. And or you could pay 100 gold pieces to get an aid for the whole week. Now, like researching, this aid's time isn't contributed to that 40 hours, but what it will do is guarantee you on your roll, you get bumped up to the next range of success. So if you happen to roll, say, a 12 for your experimentation roll, which puts you in that 11 to 16 range, with that expensive aid, you will actually get bumped into the 17 to 24 range. So it could potentially be a very large bonus or a very small bonus if you're on the edge of those two ranges. But again, the same percentage for something going wrong at the end of that work week is applied. So with that $100, that's a guaranteed mishap or something going potentially wrong after that work week. But so those are just your options. Totally understandable. You want to keep it in-house. That honestly is the safest route. Obviously, as Rumpke is experiencing these symptom withdrawals, that's going to take the most amount of time as far as him suffering. But you also have many doses of stupor. Some of that stupor, though, you will probably want to be using in your experimentation because, unless you can properly propagate those mineralis flowers, which is kind of what you were hinting at with maybe not having all of the information you need. Yeah, so you got to kind of... You're just deciding where you're putting your risk, basically.
Yeah. I do think that where I have it's just 2 plants that I have, I think, right? Like in my room.
That's right.
I would like to try to construct, I don't know if you need me to roll for this or do anything, but I would like to construct something that like makes it warmer.
Put a little blanket over it.
Yeah, I don't know. Put them in a sunny window where they'd get lots of heat. Like, I don't know.
Well, both floors of the keep are equipped with a fireplace, so you can definitely like try to keep a low fire constantly stoked with the flowers in close proximity. Set up some type of like barrier, whether that's just hanging drapery or blankets to create a little enclosure for them.
I could do like a low fire with sort of like a partition of blankets to kind of trap little
like reflect the heat.
That or like I have Micah sit on them, I don't know. Incubate. So yeah, Opal would chime in and be like,
I think I could use more help researching if you guys have a day or 2 to spend. And then we'd have a more solid foot to stand on.
Yeah, I'll help you out much as I can. I mean, I'm feeling pretty bad right now, but...
Do you think you could study faster if you took stupor?
Yeah, but I'm trying to, like, get off of it, I feel good, but every time I do it, it makes me feel a little worse next time around.
That's what I'm gonna try to fix. So, like, I don't know if in the meantime you just want to feel good and then maybe I can fix it.
I mean, you're making a really good point there. Let's see if I can make it to this evening. You want to go to the library?
Keep me posted and maybe write down your symptoms and how long it's been since your last dose, like give me a little data.
You got some paper and a pen there that I can use?
You know what? I do think that my crafting supplies, yes,
and I dig through because I moved all my junk from my house with my family, so I should have something to write on.
All right, I'll write down. I'll take it and write down on there. I'll put a little 1 and next to it is, don't feel good. Yeah, I'll keep it up to date.
Okay.
All right.
Do you guys want to go like right away or Kylea?
I agree. I think we really need to focus on helping Rumpke out. You're not looking so good, buddy. I think the sooner we get you to make some sort of breakthrough in your research and experiments, Opal, the better. I'm worried about him.
Are you just gonna quit working for Lehan?
No, but there's just not enough hours in the day.
You don't need to work for him anymore since you're working for Zalmo now.
But who's gonna take over the biz? I thought you were gonna take over the biz.
Well, there's plenty of kids up there now that can do it. You don't need to be around those smelly old horses.
They couldn't run the business. No. They're just kids. It takes a lot of expertise and know-how, and it's pretty complicated, actually.
Are you kind of like upset at Lehan for him hiding things from you?
Yes.
Well, I think I understand. I mean, I kind of wish I had known earlier than this, but I don't think he was doing it from a mean-spirited place or anything. It was just putting more things on my plate, if he tells me, and maybe could get me into trouble if I knew too much. So I don't know.
Maybe you should go check in with him. Keep on his good side. I'll be all right. You don't need to worry about me. I mean, worst comes to worst, I'd take some stew.
Yeah, I guess. How much more of it do we have left here?
Loads. We have loads of it.
Yeah, now that Happy's gone, we doubled.
Opal, I will say, for a week of experimentation, expect to use basically like a dose a day. So for your 40-hour work week, I would expect to need 5 doses of, material, ingredient, like stupor formula, basically, that you're trying to uncover, essentially, right? As part of that process. So keep that in mind of what is being consumed here.
How many do we have?
I have written down 2 bottles of stupor of non-noted color, I believe to be green, and 10 of red. And as far as you knew, I stole 1 bag of gold of 100 pieces.
And gave it to Opal for research.
Yes.
So Opal, how much that stoop you gonna need, like, to do your thing?
Well, I'm not really sure, but we should probably estimate it'll take many days, multiple doses for sure. Again, if we need more, we can always hit the house up, right? Like,
if you think, like you said before, it's gonna take a couple weeks, I'm gonna have to, spread this out best I can.
well, that's why you're trying to resist it now.
Yeah, I know.
So you guys want to come to the library with me? Or...
Yeah, I'll do that.
We can do that.
Okay, try not to make a scene, Rumpke. Do you need, like, a barf bag? I might have something for nausea in here. And I start rummaging through.
I think after last night, I ain't got nothing left in my stomach.
Oh, right. Okay, and you're Hellcruck, you're gonna check on Lehan for a quick minute?
Yeah, I think I shouldn't shirk my duties. Maybe I put in the morning there working and checking on how things are going, and also checking on what the Trinity are up to, if they're hanging around or not.
I was thinking, has anyone looked outside, noticed anything? Anyone watching us?
I haven't even looked.
We need to be careful of people tailing us, I think.
That's why we got these cool cloaks.
They don't just make us disappear.
No, but make it hard for people to see who we are.
Well, yeah, covers up my head, keeps it warm a little bit. Mm-hmm. Alright. So you don't want breakfast on the way, or...?
I don't want anything, really. I'm fine. No.
What about a Danish?
Oh, I can't drink one of those right now.
Off to the collegiate library once again, then, yes?
Yeah. Hellcruck will meet you back here tonight.
No, Rumpke, I'm thinking I maybe only need to work a half day at the carriage service, but yeah, I'll stay in touch if it looks like I'm not going to be able to make it over to help with the research.
All right, don't piss off Lehan. We still need access to those carriages from time to time.
Well, if you hadn't noticed, I've been paying for the carriages, so...
No, I haven't.
Wouldn't really make a difference whether I was working for him or not, but yeah, no, I don't intend to lose my job.
Then you should just quit.
Carlia, I don't see myself working for Zelmo for the rest of my years, and I like the carriage service. It's a big part of my life.
Actually, I was thinking, while you're there, tell Lehan you're fixing up a carriage and stuff, and then make one of them hidey holes we've been talking about. It'd be coming in handy.
Maybe I could. It would be nice to have sort of a secretive carriage.
Transporting flowers, transporting stoop, transporting bodies. I mean, all those things could come in handy.
Just buy a cloak for the carriage, right?
That might draw a little more attention than I was thinking.
Apparently, it makes you... Just kidding.
They won't know what carriage it is.
No, I might take a look at seeing if I could modify a carriage. That's not a bad idea. Anyway, you guys get going. I'll hopefully meet you there partway through the day.
Sounds good.
More research. This second round research will cost another 25 gold pieces for entry. Kylea, are you going to continue your secretive research here?
Oh boy, am I.
Okay. At some point, it's going to become very apparent that you aren't looking into the Mineralis flower. I would say by the end of today's bout of research, just kind of mechanically, you're not making the amount of progress that Opal would probably think is being made. So eventually, your charade is going to be seen through here. But as far as getting in this second day, you'll absolutely be able to get another 8 hours toward your giant research, kind of unbeknownst to the party.
Do we still have money from...
I don't believe you spent any of it yet because, Opal, you had already spent out of your own pocket to get access to the library. And then everyone kind of tagged along after you were there for a day.
Okay.
So out of that 100, nothing has been spent yet. Now, I'm assuming you're not going to get any research aids again, right? You're not going to risk any complications?
No.
Not yet.
No. So 3 of us, 25 gold. But really 2 of us because one's slacking.
And one's coming down from withdrawals of drugs.
Yeah, fair. So I guess your research is with the exhaustion. You're like, there's really funny squiggly lines over here. And I'm like, those are letters, Rumpke. Get it together.
Oh, how do those work?
They're kind of floating around the page.
Hellcruck, on your way to Lehan's, are you walking there? Are you, again, getting a carriage to go out there?
Yeah, I'll grab a carriage.
Assuming you're not commandeering it and driving it yourself, but rather maybe catching one on the way back to Lehan's for servicing, you do notice, again, 3 figures just outside of Ashley's accessway gate out there on the slanted slipway, close, still close to the city's perimeter wall, but, between the city and Lehan's. Again, they're covered up, so you don't see any distinct Trinity markings, but they are the same people that you have seen there before. As you basically get to Lehan's and you can, begin your half day. Do you want to start secretly modifying a specific carriage? One that you could potentially leave at the South Den station all the time for you all to be using and accessing?
I would probably put that off until I've put in several hours of work, and then maybe toward the end of my shift, I might kind of just look at starting the process. But I want to put in a decent amount of honest work because I haven't been around as much as I would like to be. The 3 Trinity, I can recognize them enough to kind of come to the conclusion that it's the same 3, but I don't recognize them apart from that. Can't put a name to any of their faces or anything like that.
That is correct. Yeah, you simply recognize them from being there in the, sitting on the fence next to, the pasture where Leanne keeps the horses, kind of thing. That is the only place that you recognize them from. But obviously, these recurring characters are stationed here. Multiple days at this point. You've seen them here.
How many days ago would it have been the last time I saw them? 3?
Probably about that. You would have seen them when you had gotten out of prison, and then I believe a second time visiting Lehan's on your way back into the city. You, Rumpke, and Happy saw them all again.
All right. Well, I'll sort of make a mental note of that. It's just the same 3 characters, and then I will just get to work, and if there seems to be anything different or noteworthy or any new news that Lehan brings up, great, I'll chat to him. But otherwise, I'm going to just try and be productive. And then if it seems like things are going smoothly toward the latter part of my half day of work, I'll start kind of brainstorming and looking at how I could maybe modify a carriage.
I'm going to treat basically what you're doing similarly to kind of the researching here. You won't have to pay, though, obviously, because at Lehan's you have all of the supplies and all of the tools that you already need right there. But it will be basically this 40 hours worth of work to put into to complete this. So what, you want to put in 2 hours towards that today then?
Well, I don't want to get carried away. I'm going to leave some work for another day and maybe... hour and a half.
Well, you wanted to only put in 4 hours here, right? You want to get in half and half between Lehan's and researching, correct? Or are you going to forgo the researching?
I'm
most worried about Rumpke in the grand scheme of things. So, yeah, I'll do 2 and 2.
But you need a carriage to transport his body if he dies from withdrawals, so... Win-win.
It seems like when I spoke about that risk a little earlier, all of that risk is falling onto Rumpke's shoulders right now.
Risk meaning Rumpke's life. State of well-being.
Okay, you can do this half and half. We can kind of conclude this research day. And again, by the time, I would imagine like you're all together at the library into this now, 20 more hours into this new renewed Mineralis research, Kaelia getting up to 16 for your giant information. And maybe you have this kind of check-in and compare notes. And it is very clear to the rest of you that Kaelia has not been looking into Mineralis flower, at least today.
Do you think there is a way that one could get to know the people at the library that would be able to allow us more access at a lower cost? Getting to know the lady at the front desk, is that something that would benefit us by doing some kind of
Schmoozing?
Smoozing? I guess that would be the right thing.
You can absolutely, you want to try some type of persuasion, in what regard? In regards to the 25 gold up front? I mean, I guess you've all been seen around here already as you start the second round. Now, the 25 gold piece is like you're paying for access to the personnel and for the personnel to help you find books, etc., etc. And obviously that 25 gold pieces is also for their discretion. So potentially paying less would mean garnering yourself less discretion, if you understand what I'm saying, right? It's not them making money off of what you're giving them. It's not like you're paying for their service rather than a good that you might want to barter with. So potentially that could be risky, but yeah, if you want to try to do some schmoozing, absolutely.
Yeah, I was thinking if you started dating the person that worked there, you might be able to get a lot of things for free, but you're also taking the risk that, you break up. I think I would just like to see if we can. Do we get a feeling that there's additional information that might be not available to us, but if we get to know the right people, we would be able to get to that information?
Okay, why don't throughout your we'll kind of retroactive and include this day's research, you all can give me insight checks as you're encountering and speaking to the library personnel. Obviously this library is enormous, so the tidbits of information that you're gleaning is immediately apparent to you. It's less about being shown the right thing, but having to put in the time to find the right thing. But please go ahead and give me insight checks in case there absolutely could be something else going on. You can each do that for me.
15.
With my -3, I have a 12.
Kaelia has no clue because she got an 8. She's just off in her own little world and not paying attention to anything else.
Hellcrack, what about you? You've done some researching.
A 12.
Okay, so the highest being 15. None of you suspect any, kind of obfuscation as far as information on this flower. Like what you've already turned up in your research already, like this is an extinct plant as far as you've uncovered that you're really just learning about. So it doesn't seem like there would be any specific reason that somebody, especially somebody employed by, at the library, which is, again, would be a member of the Arcanist Academia in that guild, that they would try to hide things from you on this specific topic.
Do we think that if we went to the Arcanist Academia, it got more maybe into their records, that we'd be able to glean a lot more information? And that would not be something that's available to us, right? That would be like their private records of some kind.
Yeah, that would definitely not be something readily available to you. But why don't everybody except Opal can roll me a history check?
Excuse me?
Because Opal did not visit the Department of Magical Visibility. She was in the maze that day.
All right, I got a 2.
I got a 15.
19.
Both Hellcrook and Kyleo recall on all of the signage explaining where the floors and the offices on the floors of the guild hall. The Department of Agriculture Management was on floor 2, room A of that building. So if there was any other place that you would go, again, that you don't have explicit access to find information about the Mineralis flower, that would be the place to go to.
I'll walk over to Opal. Oh, my head's killing me. I mean, it seems like I'm just reading stuff that's saying the same thing over and over again. I'm not getting anywhere with this stuff. Is there any place else you can think of that might have some kind of information on this? I don't know. I'm not one of these educated type.
I don't know. Shouldn't we just, we could ask the librarian, I guess?
I guess. Let's go see if Kylea's found anything. Hey, Kylea. What's that? What you looking at?
Yeah, what is that?
It's a book
That doesn't
about
look like Mineralis flower.
giants.
A giant Mineralis flower?
No. A giant.
Like the guys I killed on accident. But, kind of not on accident.
And the history of giants and,
So you taking a break there?
yeah.
Why do you care about that?
Well, they did mention the bread battle and, well, sort of, and,
Yeah?
well, I mean...
Oh, I mean, it was written in giant. There's gotta be, right?
Right. We're thinking maybe there's a connection somewhere.
The text looks like the same size as all the other books.
Very good, Rumpke.
Giant books.
That's it. It's not that much bigger than all the other ones.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I'm getting a little frustrated here looking through all these things, papers and stuff. Is there anything else you could think of that we might be able to go find something a little more, without all the reading?
At the Arcanist Academia, there was a sign that said that there was the agricultural management room.
You think they got stuff there?
Maybe.
Look, I need a break. I wipe my head. I just can't sit here all day. I gotta do something else.
I mean, we already did sit here all day. The day is...
I know, I'm tired and I don't feel good.
You should write it on the list.
Oh yeah, I do, look. And I got 6 of them. Feeling worse. Feeling even worser. Yeah, I'm keeping it up to date.
What time is it? Are they still even open? I don't know that I've... That's where you guys tried to, ask about the Mins, right? Is that my remembering?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't care for the place too much, but it's worth a try. This does not seem to be getting us there very fast.
We could go tomorrow.
One idea? Go home.
Oh, if we could go today, it'd be even better.
Maybe you need a little half dose tonight.
Somehow I feel like half a dose ain't gonna do it.
Okay, fine. A full dose. And a nice little nap for everyone. And then, do we still want to talk to Manny?
Yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe just 1 dose tonight. And then we'll go talk to Manny fresh early in the morning.
Now, if you take this dose, you're not going to go out and go fighting, right? You're going to bed.
No, take the red stuff. Take the red stuff.
Yeah, you need to get a good night's sleep. You're looking worse by the hour, Rumpke.
I need some food, too. Is there that casserole left from yesterday?
No.
Probably.
We ate it.
Oh.
You ate it all?
Yeah, we were hungry.
Is there anything else at the house? I mean, jeez.
We can whip you something up. It's okay. You take your dose, you have a little nap, and then we'll get up. We'll have a morning coffee with Manny, and then we'll go to the
I got a better idea.
agricultural...
Hey, Kylie, you got a dose on you? I sort of look around the library. You got a dose on you?
Not in a public place, Rumpke.
No, but if we take it here, then we can go out and hit the bars.
I thought you were taking the red one, Rumpke.
No, but if I drink a dose of stoop,
You'll pass
I'll be
out
up and ready to go.
with the red
No,
stuff.
not for... I'll be able to eat again and stuff. I'll feel better. I'll feel a lot better.
No.
I'm confused.
The red will make you pass out.
Not at first. I'll take a dose, eat and drink as much as I possibly can before I pass out.
Rumpke, we're not carrying you home.
I mean, if that's what you want to do, I'm not leaving you alone. I'll go with you.
Do you got any on you?
We're gonna say no.
We're gonna go home and we'll make sure there's food and something good to drink for you. You'll have a nice, comfortable
all right.
evening.
It was just an idea, just something I was thinking, haven't been out in a while. Been in prison for a few days, Thought I'd, have a few ales with some friends.
Yeah,
If you want to go home, that's fine. That's fine.
We could get some ales to go.
I guess that's the same.
Yeah, we're your friends.
And you can go play with your toys in your room or whatever.
All right. I guess you talk me into it.
You gonna show us your toys?
That's for closer friends. All right, I guess notes to the grindstone again here, and I go over and sit down and start flipping through pages again.
Okay, so you finish out this research day. You can get home. So Rumpke, do you still have any internal struggle to or not to take a dose here, or are you just full on? I've had enough. I'm taking this. Do you still want to do this contested role, within yourself kind of thing, or are you just over it at this point?
I think knowing that we're going to have to do this, and it's going to probably take more days, it's just going to continually get worse. I think I want to still roll, but I want to give myself definitely a leaning much more towards the taking it kind of thing. So what was the role we're doing contested?
So you're basically doing a persuasion versus deception. I'll give your persuasion sounds like it's going to have disadvantage then.
Yeah, exactly. You don't believe in
You're trying to
yourself.
persuade yourself not to take it and lying to yourself that taking it is the best thing for you. So before that is occurring though, so you all you get home basically. You can get any of these ales to go or whatever food you need. As you kind of walk in, and obviously the fire you've started this morning, Opal, is kind of burnt out. You all can feel the warmth of the keep as you walk in, obviously, right? Like it does a very good job of heating up the floor. And as you're checking in on your flowers, if you recall, I will remind you that one of the specimens was red in color and its petals were fully closed. The other was clearly further into its blooming cycle, and its coloring was, purple petals and fully open. Now, as you're looking, the red flower, clearly in the heat, has the coloring has started to shift to orange and kind of lighter as it's shifting into kind of more cooler colors. The purple flower, parts of the petal and the stem look like that purple coloring has now turned black.
Oh no, did I kill my... Guys, look, did I kill it? It's black. I'm no gardener, but...
Maybe not. Maybe it was... I think it was a lot further along in its life cycle. Maybe it's just...
How am I going to do experiments with a dead flower?
The ones that were in the back room drying, hanging up and drying, what color were they?
They were purple in the prison.
They were still purple.
They had clearly been harvested and basically desiccated, he's hung up to dry and dry out.
We think you need to harvest it and hang it up to dry.
What?
Yeah, no, I think Carly is right.
Remember Hellcruck in the back room?
Yeah, the plants that they had harvested and were drying out for, I'm assuming to turn into the stupor, they were the purple color. They weren't this darker black color, so we shouldn't wait any longer, I don't think.
Hey, maybe it's already dead, but okay.
And I just start tugging at it to see if the roots pull out easily or not.
As you grab a hold of it, it doesn't pull out as if it's a dead plant pulling from the dirt. It does still look like it's set into the pot pretty well. But as your hand kind of brushes against some of the blackened part, it's almost like it turns to dust. Those sections powder off, and you're left with very, very small circles, powdery circles. Obviously not as fine as a powder, but clearly sections of it, the petal has pulled off and dusted off onto your hand.
We're gonna pull our shirt over our nose so we don't breathe any of it in. And take a big step back.
Look, I can't even hang it. Just disintegrates. I could snip it and see if the roots grow again.
Is it like all of it black, or there's still parts that are purple?
There are still parts of this, like, think of like spots, almost like it's clearly not mold, but like as if like spots of mold on a slice of bread have started to spread across it. Now, again, it's clearly not mold that's come off from your hands. Opal and anyone else, I suppose, inspecting, other than Kylea keeping her distance perhaps with the cover over her face, you can give me a nature check. And I will give you, based on some of your partial research today, I will give you advantage on that nature check.
Thank you. 21.
17 or 15, 14. Gotta remember how many levels of exhaustion, or how many disadvantages I have.
16 for Hellcrook.
Like, by the end of this day, you like recall you just started reading something about this. And as you're kind of looking at this kind of powdery substance, it's clear to all three of you that these are they look like seedlings, like seeds have pulled off of this flower.
And then they're the seeds.
Right. Duh.
Oh, wow.
You can grow some more now.
I need more containers.
And I start digging through maybe the few
Yeah, we need
boxes.
some pots and stuff. Yeah, and some dirt.
You go get me some dirt, Rumpke. You seem like you could dig good. Wait, actually, Hellcrook, you're good at shoveling.
Rumpke, he needs to stay in and work on winding down for a good night's sleep. I'll go dig up some dirt for you.
If you insist.
So, Opal, you already kind of went out and bought the materials to plant the two you had. Certainly you can have leftover, potting plants and some potting soil. With Hellcrook, getting maybe a little
Hellcrook to
extra
dig
fill-in dirt. Yeah,
Out of
you don't tell Hellcrook, you just send him off to dig. You have 3 empty potting plants, so you can prepare and attempt to replant in all 3 of them if you wish. If you want to divide up the little bit of this substance that you've pulled off.
Yes, I would like to, if they're like small enough to be, like tomato seeds, like they're pretty tiny, or pepper seeds, like spread them all out, water them gently, sort of cover them up, put them close to the warm coals, kind of stoke the coals a little bit for the night. I mean, could probably put another log on. And then see what, hoping that out of, let's say, 10 seeds in one pot, like 3 grow, or 2, like, right, and then split them from there.
She said the things were hanging and they were purple. Kylea, were they cut or did they have roots? Like, should I cut this?
DM, were they cut or did they have roots?
So what Kylea and Hellcrook saw was basically just the flower section. Like with the pistil and the petals pulled from the stem, that's what were harvested to hang to dry.
In the flower, I have already withered, so the flower's gone.
No. So you've just brushed off like parts of one of its like 7 petals, right? Like the flower is still clearly planted, and as you gave it that tentative tug, the title of my sex tape, it's still alive. It's still currently alive.
It's still alive. Okay.
You can work it.
I'll keep it planted, and keep in mind that, when that redder flower opens and looks more purple, maybe I hang that type thing from their description.
Rumpke, after witnessing all of this, does any of this change how you feel about taking a dose right now?
No.
Probably not.
Then give me your persuasion at disadvantage versus a deception check, please.
All right, persuasion first up. Disadvantage, that's a 3.
Bottoms up.
Wow. Cheers, mate.
And then deception. Oh, I rolled a 3. So it's 3 minus 3, so it's a 0, and my deception's a 0. So we're tied at 0.
Does that go your way?
You tied, yes. So like last time you tried to resist, I believe you rolled a 10 versus a 10. We'll lean to the side of you not taking it, because like the persuasion is technically like the good, right, for long-term benefit.
Yeah.
So persuasion breaks the tie like we'd already set the precedent for. So there you go. You resist barely taking another dose.
He sees that we got like potentially a never-ending supply of stupor plants, and he's like, I'm in this for the long haul.
And he heard me say, I want to treat withdrawal so I have customers, you know?
I ask you for the stupor. Yeah, I think I'm going to take it.
Are you sure? We have to get it.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I think I got to. I can't take this anymore. I got to eat.
Okay. And we'll take our genie's bottle necklace off of our head and say, here, hold this. Carefully. And I will disappear and be a minute and then reappear where I was, holding the bottle of stupor. And I'll take the necklace back from you.
Okay, take the stupor. I open it up. I put it up to my lips. I just get that smell. And I sort of shake my head and I put the cap back on and go, I can't do this. And I put it down on the table and start to walk away. And I stop. I come back over. I gotta eat something though. I just got to. So I pick it back up. I start to drink it again. No. And I hand it back to Kylea and I go, just put it away. Don't give it to me tonight. I'm going to my room. Just don't even come knocking. And I walk in and slam the door.
Okay, and I will say, like, you know, you could get, like, the equivalent of water and crackers down, right, obviously. So you can get some type of sustenance, whether that's, like, a slice of bread or something. While you were out kind of getting some dinner and, you know, on your way home, did you want to attempt to stop somewhere to get some type of sleep aid? I mean, you could stop at Tincture Tonic Serum Salve to get, like, a sleep
Do not
potion
go
or
to
something
anyone
like
else
that.
for your tinctures or opal. So help her.
Yeah, I mean, if there's anything that Opal would suggest, I would ask Opal. You got something that'll... I mean, I'm exhausted, man. I gotta get some sleep. I just rolling around all night.
My daily flask thing, I probably can't make it anything.
Yeah, I mean, what are your options for that? Because you have the special elixir flasks from your aunt.
Experimental elixir.
Yeah, so what can you make that at the beginning of each day?
When I finish a long rest, I can get a healing one, a swiftness, resilience, boldness, fight, transformation. So actually none of that. Because it's all, like, the resilience is for 10 minutes, swiftness is for an hour. Within the rules of the game, I probably don't have anything.
Okay, yeah, you have nothing, like, immediately preparable, but you would, again, it would take you just time and getting the ingredients. If you wanted to, like, be creating sleep aid for Rumpke, like, you can just add that to the list of time you need to spend making stuff for sure. But basically, you absolutely have the means to magically put yourself to sleep. So again, that will mean you will not need to roll for the lack of sleep, but as per the failed initial withdrawal check, sleeping does not remove exhaustion while experiencing withdrawal. So you won't gain anything, but you're going to be sitting at -3 if you get some magical sleep aid. But you could easily find that in the Wares district. So that's easy. So that's going to cost you 10 gold pieces.
Okay.
No problem.
Damn, that's expensive.
Yeah, just keeps them the same.
Potions are expensive.
Ugh.
Absolutely.
If we sold these drugs to buy drugs to let you sleep. I mean...
All right, so you can all settle in again for the night. We can pass into this final day of April 30th. Again, Rumpke, as you wake up now, moving into day like 3 to 4, you can roll me another Constitution saving throw. The DC is still only 17, right? Equal to 14 plus number of lifetime doses you've taken. Apologies, though, this time it's not Constitution, it's actually a Wisdom saving throw, which, as per your previous failure, you have disadvantage on.
Wonderful. Nothing like disadvantage -3.
Oh, it's kind of a shame how it builds like that, isn't it?
It's not even-
It's like someone came up with it.
So, with my -3 and disadvantage, I have a whopping 4.
Okay, so that is a fail. I will mark that down.
You're rolling worse than I do.
He does have, like, -3, right? So, I mean, that So you still roll worse.
Yeah, everything's been low.
Rumpke, as you come off of those effects of the magical sleep, it's not leaving you groggy, but it's still like the fever from the withdrawal now that's kicked in starts to cloud your mind, like almost like it like jumbles your thinking. As you gain consciousness again in this morning, your vision like starts to blur as you start to rapidly blink. I mean, almost like being magically put to sleep is almost like induced into a coma, right? So you're not even feeling any of the symptoms. All of a sudden you're awake after the effects of the potion worn off. You're awake, and then all of those symptoms come crashing down on you immediately. You just see like flashes of the inside of your bedroom here, like almost like they start to strobe in and out. The corners of your room, they're swallowed up in white, like a void, as they begin to like narrow and focus into like a tunnel vision before completely there's nothing in front of you. You're no longer in your room. You're in this white void, endless emptiness all around you. You hear a voice. It's like a low singing, too far away to understand the words, but you're able to pinpoint the direction that the voice emanates from.
Hey, who's there? Where am I?
You don't receive a response, but can still hear like just barely audible.
I try to walk towards the sound best I can. Hey, what's going on here?
And those first few steps you take in this void like disorients you, right? Walking on nothingness, yet somehow feeling a solid ground, underneath your feet, and you still feel hot, your brow, profusely sweating, but it doesn't seem like it's from the fever this time. Now, as you make progress forward, you feel a heat around your neck, heat from the crossed axe chain necklace pendant around your neck, and the tattoo on your forearm also emanating and billowing heat now that spreads up your arm throughout your entire body.
God, I must be dreaming. It's happening again.
It's uncomfortable at first, right? This strange new sensation, but it's not painful. Eventually it becomes almost welcoming to you. And as your entire body begins to glow red, then you turn to like white hot, like the white hot of an iron in a forge. Disembodied, you begin to melt into this white void around you. Again, not painful, almost soothing. All of those, withdrawal symptoms also like overcome and out exposed by this white void. Those words being sung around you now become intelligible as you undergo this process. On the field of battle they're singing my praise. In the name they slaughter, fighting for days and months and years and lifetimes for me, and once they're finished, a new enemy. There's always a battle to fight for eternity. This chorus like repeating. With each word, a piece of the world returns, a piece of yourself returns. This room now reforming around you, not of your bedroom in the keep, though. Instead, what forms in front of you is a grand dwarven hall. It becomes your new reality. 50-foot stone ceilings like loom above you, supported by, the series of ornate columns that kind of run the length of this 100-foot hall down both sides of the room. Before you stretches a long table. It's nearly like half the length of this entire space. It's enormous, flanked by dozens of empty chairs kind of tucked underneath it. And at the farthest end of this hall is an enormous hearth that stretches to the ceiling above, holds this massive bonfire, throwing enough heat and orange light to fill the entire room. Now your whole person completely reformed by this point. The table and like the oversized scaling of items is almost comical in here. Everything is just massive. It doesn't really make any sense to you, almost, like, especially as you're you're regaining your perception of everything around you. But it kind of makes sense as you see the lone figure that's occupying the far end of the table. They have their back to you. They're clearly feeding the hearth. It is clearly a dwarf. Also, very clearly the source of the singing. He's clad in rusted and battle-worn chainmail. He has a pair of axes slung into leather holsters on his back, crisscrossed, exactly like your tattoo and like your pendant. He drops this big log on the fire. It looks like almost the size of a tree. And he turns to you standing to his full height, nearly 20 feet tall. Again, though, still the proportions of a dwarf. He's just like this oversized. It's like as if everything in this room has just been blown up. And he has this long silver beard that stretches down to his belt. He has a kind of a sour look on his face. His voice booms and echoes throughout the hall as he speaks to you. Olmark Harbane, laddie, you disappoint me. Were ye not taught better than this, ye sport me symbol? Carry me name in your heart, but ne'er ye mind, boy. Get your ass over here, laddie.
I don't know where I'm at here. Who are you?
Now, over here. You need not know my name. I'm Clangadin. You know what's in your heart, boy. Over here.
I start walking forward.
There's a bit of like a daze that this table rests on, right? As you climb up to it, you can just barely see over the lip of this table, like that's almost as tall as you, right? At the end of where he is seated, at the end of the table, it looks like there is a map of Stormcape. And upon it is kind of littered with little figurines, like a war table, right? And like a war map that you would use to track the movement of ally and enemy troops, a tactical map. As you kind of look upon it, you see there's four different types of figurines on this map. You see the standing cross-axe symbol of Clangadin. It's placed on the map in the Denizen, clearly where the keep is located. And then the three other types, they seem to be kind of spread across the city map, right? So first type you see, they look like hooded figures, like just completely cloaked. They're placed very distinctly at the stoneworks in the borough and at what looks like a residential section close to the city's like outer perimeter wall in the same district, west towards the wall, at the western edge of the borough, as well as a singular figure placed in the desolate domain where the castle is located. The third type of figure, they look like thuggish, like brawler figures. Many of them seem to be placed and clustered around the Storm's End entrance, in addition to in sections of the Quarrelers exhibition district around the Bloody Bowl Tavern and at the base of the Cliff's Run, again around where the drug house is located. The last figure looks like they're clearly in like heavy armor. Each of them has like a shield and a weapon in the figurine's hands. Numerous figures of these are placed at the docks of Stormcape Bay. In addition to the very end of this map, like the extent of this section of map of Stormcape, to the west at one of the western roads that lead to Range Annam. Open your mind. It's already opening, laddie. Let it, and get your arse back to dealing with the truest enemy. And as he says that, he kind of swipes his arm across the table, sending the map and figurines flying into the air as his other arm comes around and swipes at you just as easily, knocking you off your feet. You're sent flying through this dwarven hall. Again, it starts to fade away. Your body starts to melt away into that void again before you jolt in your bed as if waking from a dream, like to the sense of falling. You see on the floor at the foot of your bed is that map and the figures placed before you.
I ain't never been this high before.
The rest of you hear Rumpke speaking to some, like his muffled calls from Rumpke's room. And then suddenly you hear like him crying out.
Ah! Thank God! Ah!
I think I'm the closest because my room's adjacent to his, so I'll jump up and go over, and I think I would probably just knock on the door to start with, in case there's something in there that I don't want to walk in on. You can't unsee some things, you know?
Rumpke, what's going on in there? You all right?
Get in here.
Oh boy, here we go.
I turn the knob and open the door.
Wait, it's locked. Here, hold on a second.
It's barricaded. Hold on, it's barricaded.
Yeah, there's like 15 deadbolts and like a...
Okay, I open the door up. Oh man, something. I thought I was in like a dream or something, but... And I look over at the map and I point at it. But that wasn't here, and that was in my dream.
Hellcrook, you don't see anything on the floor where Rumpke is pointing.
Rumpke, you okay? What are you pointing at there, buddy?
I mean, look at it here. It's like these little... This guy is talking to me. I mean, it's like he's a god or something. I sort of looked into it when I was having all the problems, you know?
Yeah. Okay.
And they gave me this. And I point back down at the floor.
So I kind of like come over and put my hand on his shoulder and like look from his perspective in case I'm missing something.
I mean, it makes sense, right? Look, there's the symbol. And then there's the things up here. It's like where the drug house is, right there.
Yeah, Rumpke, I don't see anything where you're pointing.
Hellcrook is clearly confused. Behind him walks in Happy. Oh, Mr. Rumpke, what's going on? Hellcrook, you do not see Happy.
Jeez. What the hell are you doing here? You're supposed to be on the boat. We put you on the boat.
Who you talking to, Rumpke?
Happy. He's right there.
No.
You'll see Happy right there. And I grab his head and turn it. Right there.
No, there's nobody there, Rumpke. I think you're not quite right now.
Happy, talk to him here.
Well, I'm here to help you, Mr. Rumpke, not help Mr. Tread. Look, I can see what you're pointing at. No problem.
I sort of back up for a second and look at Hellcrook. You don't see Happy?
No, Rumpke, it's just me and you here.
You don't see a map?
No, maybe there is something to this dream you've had and now what you're seeing. We should get you some paper, write it down before you forget this stuff.
Maybe, I'm sorry, maybe I was just had a bad dream. Maybe I didn't mean to bring you in here.
No,
okay.
Mr. Rumpke, no, don't let Mr. Tread convince you that what you're seeing isn't real. Rumpke, because you failed your wisdom saving throw, there is nothing that can make you believe that what you see is not real, or what you're hallucinating is not real.
Okay. I mean, Hellcrook, Happy's right there. There's a map right here. I think, did you take some stoop?
No, I didn't. But, for whatever reason, Rumpke, I can't see it. That's okay. But maybe you should, document some of this. It could be important for the rest of us,
You want me to write down that they're Happy standing right there and there's a map on the floor?
Well, no. I mean, like, write down what you saw in your dream or your vision or whatever it was.
It's real. It's right here. You're supposed to be helping me here.
Well, no. Just, if I can't see it, maybe if you can draw it out, then I can see it too, and we can both know what's going on.
All right, get me, here, I got a piece of paper over here on my table. And I flip it over, and I draw the bed, and I draw the map.
Okay, on the back of your symptom page?
On the back of a symptom page. And then I draw Hellcrook, and I put a little H by it.
Well, no.
I put a little R by it, and I put a little Happy. I go, he's standing right there, and that's where the map is. Now take a closer look.
Rumpke, Happy has knelt down and is starting to play with the figurines on the map.
Hey, don't move any of that around there, Happy. That's I gotta look at it and figure out what it means.
Oh, what do you mean? This is kind of cool.
I get down on my knees next to where Happy is on the floor, looking at it. And go, no, this was over here. Leave it alone. Get your hands off of it.
Hellcrook, you just see Rumpke on his hands and knees, picking up imaginary things and moving them around.
Rumpke, you just stay right there, okay? I'll be right back.
Yeah. I think this means something here.
Yeah.
Look, this is where the keep is. Right here. And I'm poking the floor. Right here is where we are.
I'm gonna go get Kylia and Opal because I'm starting to get a little bit concerned about Rumpke.
Oh, come on, wake up, girls. I think
We're
we have a
awake.
problem on our hands.
What's Rumpke yelling about?
Well, he's convinced that Happy's in the room with them, and he's also talking about this map with figurines. I don't know.
What?
Happy came back?
No, Happy's not there, but Rumpke's seeing things. I don't know how to get through to him, so I told him maybe he should try and draw the map so that I can see it too. But
Did he?
He seems pretty obsessed with. Well, no, he's going on about moving things around and talking to this Happy that doesn't exist.
Well, Happy exists.
Well, this Happy
I'm coming.
doesn't
He
exist.
sounds like he shouldn't be alone.
Would Kylie have heard of anything like this?
Would Kylie have heard of hallucinations?
From stupor, withdrawal, or anything?
It's tainted.
Well, if she had done some research in the library, maybe she would have come across it.
Yeah.
Oh, slow
Do the
clap.
giants have
Giants
hallucinations?
may hallucinate from time to time.
No, I know Kylie wouldn't have any particular knowledge about like the withdrawal process from stupor.
It's very real to him, and I don't know, but let's just go. Let's go make sure he's okay.
Okay, while they're gone, I'm going to talk to Happy. Now, I'll look at him. Why didn't you I saw you get on the boat. I saw the boat leave. How the hell did you get back here?
Well, I mean, I boarded the boat, and then I didn't really like my bunkmate. I kind of, missed you and everyone else here, and, well, I just swam back.
You're going to get yourself killed. You know people are looking for you.
Well, I have a feeling that, really you'll be the only one that's seeing me around here.
What do you mean by that? You going to... what?
Well, I learned a lot on my travels. It was a very brief, but very, informative stint aboard the Launching Lady.
Are you like invisible but not to me?
Exactly, Mr. Rumpke.
Why don't you want the others to know you're here?
Well, because you're my favorite,
I can understand that. It's a low bar.
and I'll step right over it.
So what's this map then?
Oh, I don't know anything about that. I was just like the figurines. Where did it come from?
Well, between you and me, apparently, I was having this dream and this it's gonna sound funny, but this giant dwarf guy showed me this map, and now here it is, and now here you are. It's gotta mean something. I mean, he said to like focus on what's important or something or other.
What else did he say?
You're smart. You like an investigator guy and everything, and maybe you can help me suss this out.
I mean, sure. I see all the differing figures here. What do you think each of them mean?
Well, I see here. You got the hooded figures here. They're over here where I used to work. So I don't know. Guys that I used to work with.
Well, yes, but look at them over here in the same district. Did you work over there?
No, not on the outer wall there. I mean, I think that's probably the Zalmo crew, right? What do you think? I mean, that's where he's located. And I point there. That's the castle.
I mean, that makes perfect sense to me.
Yeah, and here, that's me. And I sort of show my tattoo. I go, yeah, the cross, the axis. That's where I'm at. That's where we are right now. So that makes sense. The thug-looking figures here. It's the drug house. I mean, that's a Trinity.
The
guys.
Trinity, of course.
Yeah. Hey, the guys in the armor. That's the Veritas. Those guys Lehan was talking about.
Right, of course.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, there's a map with these guys on it, but what the hell's that mean?
Well, I think you know what you have to do. You have to seek out, get back to fighting the true enemy.
Which is?
I think you can figure this out on your own, Mr. Rumpke. I do have faith in you.
What the hell are you here for if you're not going to help me?
If you'd like me to leave, then I suppose I can.
Now you got me in a quandary. I don't know what to say here.
I know exactly what you want to say. Believe you me, Mr. Rumpke. Perhaps I'll pop in a little later and see the progress you've been making. For now, I'll just say goodbye once again. And he just, like disappears. You like look down back to the map, back up, and Happy's gone as the others come to the threshold of your room.
The true enemy. I don't know which. I mean, they're all not good. Hey, how you doing? I look up. I look back down the map.
Hey there, Rumpke. How are you feeling, buddy?
I'm fine. I put my hand up. I'm thinking.
What's going on? I heard
Trying
you
to figure
were
out
saying
who the
Happy.
true enemy is here. Yeah, Happy's gone.
Happy's gone. Yes, he left on a lovely lady.
Yeah, he did, but then he came back. And then, well, you wouldn't know. He's invisible.
He didn't, Rumpke. It's the drugs. He didn't come back. Okay? It's a dream.
Yeah.
It's a dream. There's you're looking at the floor.
I'm looking at the map on the floor.
There's nothing on the
Look,
floor.
okay. All right. You guys know there's like, I mean, especially you, Opal, there's like magic. I think I'm looking at something that you guys can't see.
You are definitely looking at something that we cannot see.
Correct.
But I'm telling you, it's here.
Sure.
No,
Again.
Rumpke, I think it's worth you trying to draw this map out for us, and maybe it's got some useful information.
It's really, it's just Storm Cape here. You got something bigger to write on here? I'll draw it out, and you can help me figure out what it means.
Yeah, I like that plan. Let's work through this together and see what we can figure out.
So I start drawing, sort of the outskirts area and make the notes of where all the people are. This is what it is, and you guys know I have these things that are happening, right, Hellcruck? I heal myself and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, there's something going on that we don't fully understand, and maybe this is part of it.
Well, I think that some of my memories are coming back from, before. And I think there was this guy, Clangadin, gave me some, he might have been some kind of, I don't know what I believe anymore, but this guy came to me and said, here, and now here's the map, and I can see it like it's right in front of me. So either I'm going crazy, or there's something bigger going on here, and they're trying to help us.
I don't think you're going crazy, Rumpke.
You don't?
Well, it's not going to make him feel any better if we tell him that.
Hey, I'm right here. I can hear what you're saying now.
And you're right, it doesn't make me feel better.
I don't feel any better.
Does anything look different about his actual tattoo on his arm to us? Or things like that?
Ooh, good question.
No, the tattoo doesn't look any different. Like, Rumpke himself doesn't look any different outside of, like, the withdrawal symptoms that he's experiencing either.
He doesn't have any like new tattoos. None of his tattoos are like brighter or darker or.
Nothing like that.
Are all of his tattoos visible, or do we need to undress him?
You know Rumpke sleeps naked.
Of course.
Oh, Rumpke, put some clothes on.
All right, wait. I will in a second here.
I think better like this.
Rumpke's bare butt's just hanging out. He's crouched on the floor.
Humor me here for a second, and let's assume that you all don't think I'm crazy for just a minute. And there is a map here. Here's what I see. And I sort of walk over. Here's the hooded figures. Here's some thugs. Here's some guys in armor over here. And this Clangadin fella says I need to focus on the true enemy. Now, I stand up. I walk over, pull my drawer open, get some shorts out. What does that mean as I'm putting them on?
A true enemy.
So you all do get a pretty clear picture of what Rumpke has like, sketched out. Obviously, all he needs to provide you is kind of rough locations. Now, if you were to compare his sketch to like a proper map of Storm Cape, which I think you would probably have at hand as Happy was trying to map out routes for you and stuff. Like, he gave you a rough thing, and then we kind of had it transferred to a proper city map. So, yes, very clearly, the hooded figures are located at the Stoneworks. There's one positioned on the castle itself in the Desolate Domain. And the third location with the hooded figures is actually, according to the proper map, is the Peaceable Patriots headquarters. The thuggish-looking guys are like outside and around Storm's End, and the Bloody Ball Tavern, and the location where and have confirmed is where the drug house is located. And then the armored figurines are again just at the dock, again where you witnessed a Veritas boat coming in as you were on your way to the prison, right? And then also on that one of the western roads leading outside of the city towards the mountain range where the giants are from. So all of that is just clearly apparent to all of you at this point.
Hey, when I was fighting, there was this guy said he was a Veritas guy. That's the guy sort of ended up dying and stuff. Maybe that's what the true enemy is here. This Clangadid guy is trying to tell us that all this other stuff we're looking at it doesn't mean anything. These Veritas guys are the true problem that we gotta solve.
They're the bread battles?
I mean, maybe they're the ones running it and stuff. I don't know.
Because, I mean, if you're seeing Happy, I think we promised Happy that we would track down the bread battle.
Happy's helping me. He said he's going to come back.
Yeah?
I mean...
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Totally.
Yeah.
Definitely, he's on a boat, Rumpke.
Look, you guys can believe me or think I'm crazy. I'll let you know what's happening. You wanted this kind of information there, Opal. If this is all from the stoop, then I'm telling you what it's doing, but I don't think so. This feels too real.
Or, the mine does some very interesting things. Rumpke and Opal and everyone and Kylea. Maybe this has unlocked some sort of, insight into something with Rumpke here.
I told you I was having the flashbacks. That's why Zoe got you involved to help me in the first place. This is not just feeling like a flashback. This is feeling real. That map is real.
I'm gonna walk up to Rumpke and pinch him.
What the hell are you doing?
You feel that?
Hey, hell yeah, I felt it.
He's not dreaming.
We need to keep this map here and think about it. And like you said, maybe the Veritas should be something we're pursuing a bit more. But we do need to keep working on making sure you don't get sicker. I'm glad you got a good night's sleep, but it's just postponing the inevitable.
You couldn't write anything, and now you can write a map? I see how it is.
Drawing pictures a lot easier.
Then describing how you're feeling, I get. All right.
I flip the page over. Everything I said here is true. You guys do whatever you want. I'm gonna try to figure out what this means. And I just sort of plop myself back down on the floor again.
Rumpke, how's your appetite? Maybe you should get some nourishment into you.
I'm not really hungry, really.
Do you think you can eat, though? Like, maybe I'll make you some breakfast.
All right. Yeah, I mean, we can always give it a try if you're willing to clean it up afterwards.
No. I'll clean the pans and the plates, but if you make a mess, that's on you.
Literally.
Thanks, Hellcrook.
Hi, thanks for joining us. There are a few things we'd like for you to know. You can get more info from our website, incorrigibleparty.com, and we have a World Anvil site now, worldanvil.com/w/Senta-Leland Steel. World Anvil is free, but you do need to make an account. Leland's put a lot of information there for everyone, which is good because between you and us, we all need it. Our music is provided by Tabletop Audio and Sarastro Music. You can support us at patreon.com/incorrigibleparty or just by telling your friends and anyone who'll listen about your new favorite podcast. Also, give us 5 stars on your favorite podcast listening thingy. The more people know, the more people that'll listen, and the more panicky we become. And last but not least, join our Discord, which is free and open to everyone, and we talk about video games, board games, floofs, and the podcast. Get insider info and be the first to find out about all the new and awesome things. Happy adventuring!
This has been a Sounds of Steel production.